Hey people, how are you? I hope that all is well with you today. This is a gambling 101 tips and trick video, and I'm gonna start off by saying do not gamble. And the reason I say do not gamble, because one, it's a spirit. Two, it can become an addiction, habit forming. And three, you can lose your entire life, your identity, your friends, your family, your home, your job, all of those things. Okay, so my advice, my tip is to not gamble, right? Now, going back to the first thing that I said is spirit. And it is a spirit. It can be a nasty spirit, a cunning spirit, a vindictive spirit, and it nasty because it can become a habit, and it will give you a sense of arousal and urgency to get there. As soon as you get your hands on some money, you may have thoughts of um, taking money and manipulating people out of their money so you can go and gamble it. It can be cunning because it will set you up to believe that you're going to win. And in most cases, you do not. Okay. That is the um, pretty much it. I can't recall the third word that I said, but nasty, cunning, and I may have said vindictive. And it's almost to where the machine is calling you. And there is a episode on the Twilight Zone where a couple stopped over and looked like the wife was playing the slots, and then the husband was trying to convince her not to, and it was like a foot in the door situation. He was telling her not to play, but he turned around and played and got hooked on it. Okay. And he couldn't rest. He didn't have no peace. And it was like the machine was calling him. It was literally calling him. And it just drove him insane until he just, I think, unlived himself. But anyway, I associate the gambling house with the seven deadly sins. And I'm going to go through each one of them to explain what I mean by that. And I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I'm going to start off with pride. You have people in there telling you how much they brought in to play and how much they lost, how much they won. Kind of boastful, loving the fact that they can play. Speak of how often they come, how they don't work. My husband, my children give me money to play because they love me. I spent this X amount and I'll be back. I own a business. That's being prideful, self-centered, bragging, boasting up in there about what they can spend and how much they spend and how much they won and how often they come. You will get a lot of that once you start talking to people, and when you build your confidence up, then you're gonna be sharing your stories about how much you spend, how much you won, what you play, how you play, your resource of money, because y'all all in there for the same thing. The next is greed. Greed. You go because you want money. You go every day. You go more than once a day. When you lose, you go back. You want your money back. Once when you get the money, you play it all back. And then you want to get it back again. Instead of getting up, going, leaving, greed make you stay. You want more. I quite didn't explain that. I was all over the place because I had a moment. Because I'm talking about myself on this one. When you win, and you may win a substantial amount or what is conducive to you, instead of leaving with your winnings, you will continue to sit there until it's all gone because you want more and you think you will get more. It is set up for you to think you will get more. Now, make no mistake about it. I've seen people sit there with $20, $5 and constantly win until they bust the machine. And then we'll start it back up and win. It do happens. It does happen. But when you sit there and leave with nothing, it's because you got greedy. The next sin is envy. There are envious spirits in the gambling house. You're mad because you're not winning. You're jealous because someone didn't jackpot or got the grand. You're envious because you see someone winning, and this is to the lurkers. And when they get up, even though they set the machine to let you know they'll be back, you will hop your ass on it because you know it's winning. You're jealous. You don't want them to have it all. I want this. I want this. That is also a sign of greed. You got people there, the lurkers again, that will steal your stuff. There was a situation where my brother was one machine over from me. One machine between us that no one was playing. He got up to look at what I was doing. A drunk white lady sat on his machine and started playing and won. then act like she didn't know what was going on. Didn't give my brother the jackpot or some of the jackpot. She gave him, I believe, what was left, which was probably $10, $20. Envy, jealous, greed. The next deadly sin is gluttony. Yeah, it's gluttony. They have restaurants in there to feed you, desserts, alcohol, soda, and coffee. Now, the soda and the coffee is free. And I'm going to make that free because that's what's going to stimulate you. And you feast on it because it's free. Some not having the knowledge of coffee going to keep you awake. It's a stimulant. Pop is going to get you giddy because of the sugar. Alcohol there is not free. You have to pay. But even then, it's going to make you want to play. Not to mention, they have music and giveaways. People show up for that. And that may fall under greed. You want more, 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 more. You want whatever they got. Glutton, because you would take it all till you can't take no more. And even if you get to the point where you can't take no more, you'll still try to make room for more. I'm gonna say glutton because you'll sit there and play that machine till you get devoured or the machine get devoured. More, more, more. Feed me, more, 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 more. More, 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 more. Okay. Wrath. What does wrath have to do with the gambling house? Well, I'll tell you. Wrath falls under the umbrella of anger. You get angry because you're losing. You get angry because you ran out of money. You get angry because you lost. Now you fussing. You're cussing. I've seen people hit the machine. I myself talk stupid to the machine and the workers there saying that they're cheating. When people sit at your machine and they don't supposed to be sitting there go a verbal confrontation sometimes. I gave y'all an example the other day how the two women were on the floor arguing. I myself was winning in Arkansas. I won. And my aunt sitting next to me talking about I had to share my money, and her and I got in the middle of the floor. She was so many bitches. I've never disrespected her like that before, but she made me so angry, and I got angry because I gave her the money to play, to come, and she was winning and didn't offer me nothing. But then when I win a substantial amount, now I got to give you some. Bitch, you crazy. To where the security had to come between us. So wrath, anger, yes, is there. Is there. Lastly, sloth. How does sloth ties in to the gambling house? Sloth is synonymous with will spend 24 hours, 72 hours gambling. And when you're done gambling, you can't do nothing but sleep. You can't do nothing. You don't want to do nothing. And when you're able to get up from your slumber, your slothness, it's time to go back to the casino. I've done it all the time. If I go late, it's hard for me to get up in the morning. I can't. If I pull a 24 hours, that whole next day, I'm in the bed. Can't move. Tired. Sleep all day. And about the time I'm rested and I'm on my feet, I'm back at the gambling house. So those are the 7 deadly sins that is associated with gambling. Therefore, I strongly suggest don't start none. It won't be none. And for all of y'all who feel like you got control, it ain't like that. The devil is a lie. I'm telling you now, the devil is a lie. And the truth ain't in him. Because all it takes is for you to win. All it takes is for you to win a couple of $100. The little $20, $30, $40, that ain't, But when you start winning over $100, that'll be your second home. And even if you feel like your money is not long enough, you will make it long enough. You will make it long, whether you will cut out on other entertainment, bills, personal stuff. You will find a way to get money to go play. So my advice to you is don't. I woke up this morning, the gambling house was calling me. But I can't answer the call because I ran out of money. My budget has been exhausted, and I'm not pulling from nowhere. Okay, I pulled some money from somebody yesterday to go play and lost it. But I have a savings where I'm able to pay them back today. It's a nasty habit, okay? And a nasty addiction. I'm just reiterating. I don't want to ramble. I didn't met my destination. And until next time, love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Until next time.